drivers of cars in the area have yet to come forward with information.
Yeah, it's coming.
Follow the creek. The psychics are basically close to the creek bottom.
It just keeps
As
spinning.
far as any surprises, the police department, I think every day was a surprise. Most of the time they weren't doing much.
Whoa.
One day when we had people searching all over the area, I pulled up and there was a policeman sitting there shooting radar for speeders, like 2 blocks from my
Like
house. So I said, put that gun away and go find my
It
son.
just keeps going in that
Psychics
circle.
have told the Goshes the boy is dead, and his body will be found within 2 miles of their home near a creek.
It's going the one way and then going the
Something we
opposite.
have to check out because otherwise, start getting a bunch of snow and everything else, and it would tear us apart if we didn't have any news by then.
People that we didn't even know came forward to help because there was nothing organized by the police. Nothing.
All of us were reading about the turmoil that was going on with
So
the
you go in
search.
opposite
The laws
direction.
this time were 72 hours is what it takes in order to record a child is missing. And none of us felt that was right, of course.
And then it like stops.
On my own, and I'd hate to lose either one of them.
The Goshes will inform the Psychics of their search and possibly plan another one.
There it goes. Stops the direction.
And slowly the searches stopped. Everybody went back to their lives. So I asked the police chief, when was the FBI going to be coming? And he said, well, I don't really think we need the FBI. We just really don't have a crime here. He put his hands out like this. And we just really don't have a crime.
They had to keep doing this. They had to keep, not agitating, but reminding the police, this is what's happened to us. You say you have no crime to report. We have no son to put to bed.
This story had moved from my son was abducted to a conflict with law enforcement of you're not doing enough, you're not running down the leads.
Noreen is not, never has been, as far as I know, a shrinking
It, like,
violet.
comes
She will not
towards
just
me and
stay
then
home
goes
and
back.
cry in her handkerchief. There were stories about
Weird.
cops who wanted off this case so bad because they couldn't handle this one.
People would say that Noreen was over the top at times. She was abrasive and she didn't really care, but she was looking for her son, her little boy. I mean, the horror of that was lost.
Following this release that we made, the FBI referred to us as loons. That is a message to America that if you try to find your child, and if you work diligently at it, you may be referred to as loons by the FBI, who are doing nothing to help the parents.
It's somewhat of a frustrating
It comes
investigation,
towards
but,
me and then it goes
I'm
back
very optimistic. I think
and
that
goes
we
in
will find a
circles.
way, he will be alive.
I interviewed Orville Cody, and believe me, remember this? Says, I don't give a damn about what Noreen Gosh has to say. And that set off the fireworks.
Every time you do a negative headline like that, it affects
Is that
public
creepy or
opinion
what?
about the case and about the family. And we had a lot of that to battle here, simply because we were asking questions. We asked for the FBI to come in. We were within our rights to
Creepy.
ask for these things, and yet we were denied with attitude.
If they would ask,
By government agencies,
we're back.
you have to prove that child's in danger. To us, he's a runaway until you prove he's in danger. You can almost become catatonic. You can almost go into a state of mind where you don't want to talk to anybody ever again. Not trust anybody ever again.
It's not
That's our boy's
good.
life.
The police chief had a lot of personal problems. He was tired of the media coming down and bothering him and all that stuff.
The police chief began screaming at me, and I looked at him and said, there is no need for you to yell. I have perfect hearing. It was a way to push his buttons. I will freely admit that. The man was not handling the case correctly. It was later proved that he wasn't. He needed to be removed from office.
The Des Moines Tribune reports 18 officers making allegations against Chief Cooney, including doing police work after drinking, fixing the tickets of friends and relatives, being racially prejudiced, and interfering with a department investigation against one of his sons. Both Cooney and Mayor George Mills say the actions of this many officers in a 37-person department cannot be ignored.
I know it gets tiring, but any chance of any TV shows that they want to do, take it. Whenever you do a show, especially a network show, that stirs up the interest for the leads to come. That was our private